Okay, so in this video, we're gonna talk about specifically passion and purpose and what you how do you discover that? So when it comes to passion and purpose, it's you're going to know. Nobody is going to explain it to you. Nobody's going to have to tell you, well, this is what you're kind of passionate about. There may be people that confirm the thing that you're passionate about, the thing that like your purpose, but it's one of those things, I'm telling you, it's one of those things that God has placed inside of you that you know, this is what I'm supposed to do. When you discover it, you're going to know this is what I'm supposed to do. And again, it may not be something that you do for a living. That's what some people confuse. They think it's so hard for me to find my purpose because they base their purpose and their passion based on what they do for a living. So they go to school for something that they think they're passionate about, but in reality, they're just looking at how much money that position makes, and then they're miserable for the rest of their life. Don't do that. What your full purpose may be different than what you do for a living. However, what you do for a living is still connected to your commission, loving God, loving people. You can still love God and love people at your job. You don't have to be at church, or you don't have to be doing actively your purpose. Even if you're not, don't disconnect them, but they may be different. So if you don't disconnect them, then you will live your life with purpose, with full purpose. And so whenever you have to be very intentional at this. You can't really find out what you're supposed to do if you're not intentional about it. One of the things that you need to do is journal every day. Journal every day and seek God. Ask Him to lead you, to guide you into the things that you're supposed to do. Most of the time, you're not very far off from what you're supposed to do. And when you do find out, okay, I think this is what I'm supposed to do, I think this is the area that I'm supposed to go into, start walking it out. Don't wait until you say, oh, I'll start that when I have this money. I'll start that. Don't do that. Do not do that. That is a lie from the enemy, because if you wait to do that, it's going to prolong how long you get to that position or to that purpose or to that passion. Start with where you're at. Start with what you have right now. If you don't have anything, if you've got $0 in the bank, ask yourself, what can I do right now that is attached to that purpose? If you're supposed to work with children, I don't have any money right now, I would love to one day be a teacher. Okay, maybe you can't do that right now, but you can volunteer at a church for kids. I want to work at a bank, but I don't have the education. Okay, maybe you can start as a teller, right? So whatever it is that you're supposed to do, like you love teaching people. Maybe you just love teaching people, right? In any subject, various subjects, right? But I don't have the degree or the education to teach people in a classroom. Okay, maybe you don't, but maybe you can record videos about something that you're passionate about and teach people whatever it is, even if only one person watches it. Because guess what? That person could turn to 1 million people, right? You can always do something today to get you closer to your goal. And as you become a better steward of that one thing, I believe that your capacity will be raised, which is actually a subsequent principle that we're going to talk about. We have a whole series on the law of capacity. That's one of my favorite laws, actually. But basically, the idea is as you raise your capacity to be able to take on more, then God will give you more. But He can't give you more if you don't know how to take care of what you have right now. Because He doesn't want to. Can you imagine your kid has a Walmart bag that has a candy in it? It weighs what, an ounce? If you give him a little bit more and he's barely able to carry it, and you know that he's struggling, would you give him another bag? No. If you're a good parent, you wouldn't. Because you'll be like, okay, he cannot handle that. He doesn't have the capacity to be able to carry that. God, being a good God, will not give you more than what you can handle. That goes along with temptations and things that you're supposed to do or have. So as you actively pursue the thing that you are supposed to do, because here's what I know, and I know that there is an idea inside of you where you probably already know what you're supposed to do. You have just been doubting yourself. And again, your purpose or your passion does not have to do what you do for a living. But don't disconnect your human commission from what you do for a living. Don't be a jerk at your job and then fulfill your purpose serving people in the thing that you're passionate about. That doesn't go well. We're not supposed to disconnect our life. Our lives are supposed to be the same for in closed doors and outside. So your purpose, this is the next thing that you have to do. Write down, what am I passionate about? What is something that I'm convicted by? What is something that I want to make a difference by in this world? And then, what is something that I can do right now without any resources? What is something that I can do right now in that area? And then start doing it. Start walking it out. Now, if that area, that passion thing, you can actually do some of that in your job, that's incredible. You could probably get paid for it. That's great. If there's a problem that you see in your workplace and it has to do with something that you're passionate about, you can go up to your boss and say, I see that there's a discrepancy here. I would like to come up with a solution for it. I'm not asking you to pay me for more money. I'm just simply saying, I want to come up with a solution. And once I bring it about, whatever it is that you think it would be worth to you, let me know. Right? That's basically you creating a whole position for yourself and giving yourself a raise, right? Don't wait for people to do what you know you should do or what you can do. Now, your purpose, your passion could be starting a blog. It could be starting a group. It could be about whatever subject it is that you have. It could be starting a business. It could be something that you start a business of and you just do things on the side with it, but it's something that you're passionate about to where you build your income onto it supplements what you do for a living right now, right? But don't ever disconnect loving God and loving people. Sometimes we think, oh, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be, what I'm passionate about because my job has nothing to do with my passion. Is there people at your job? Yes. Then it has to do with your passion. Because no matter what, you work and talk with people every day. That means your commission, loving God and loving people, is going to be connected. Which also means your passion can also be connected to that. So really spend some time alone thinking about what you think you are passionate about. And if you don't know, then I ask you to continually journal every day. Begin meditating and thinking about the things that you are convicted by, something that you want to make a difference in this world. And see, am I being led to start a business? Am I being led to start a group? Am I being led to start a connect group? Am I being led to start whatever? And start walking it out. God will give you the resources. God will bring you the people. And He will show you how to come about everything. All right?